tell them this is not what we do?
I'm the type of guy when I make a mistake, I do own up to it. Nick own up to it, but I don't need it. I don't need it thrown back in my face. I really hate to bring it up again unless it's with someone who's my boss. As a senior, I said this before in a leadership interview. I'm not at the stage where I do like to get loud and get up in some people's face. So no, I haven't confronted Nick about that personally. I seen him going into the dorm as I was driving by, and I just told him I love him. That's all I said. I grabbed him and I dapped him up in the team meeting. Like I said, this is something where I know him personally. I know it's a bad decision, and I know it's truly remorse. I can tell from the look on his eyes. I can tell from the words coming out of his mouth.
You said you what at the team meeting?
I grabbed him.
Grabbed him.
Some more conversations with everybody Isaiah.
Say it again.
Isaiah got kicked out. You had some similar conversations about second chances and stuff like that.
I knew I did it personally, but this is not something I can recall talking on the phone with or even meeting with. It's more so, just knowing the guy, knowing that he'll bounce back. And that's really what he did. There's been worse cases when people bounce back. There's no doubt I know that Nick will.
Do you think Nick would come in here as a privilege or something he was actually looking forward to before it happened?
Coming here is a privilege. Coming out from university is a privilege. Nick knew that, and he handled the responsibility like that. There was an incident this past weekend, but to take that incident away, we didn't really be having this discussion. He's handled himself on the field, as far as I know, greatly. That's school, that's the coach that's on the field, but really and truly, in neighborhood, in the community, I can account for 2 or 3 times already. He's done work with the community that hasn't been mandatory. You don't get that out of a guy with a bad attitude.
Do you think Nick would come in here immediately?
Definitely.
We're talking a lot about Nick. Obviously, Jonathan's another one that got arrested, actually arrested on site. So, any conversation with him as well?
I pretty much handle it the same way. Grabbed him. Let him know I love him. Like I said, the type of guy I am, I'm not gonna want people to address me forcefully, unless it is a coach who has that right. But I'm not the type of guy who would like that, so I'm not the type of guy who would do it. There's fans who may want leaders to step up. I'm not that type of guy. I like to lead by example. That's what I do. There will be, I hate to use the word consequences. There will be senior leadership. We will talk. If we had to have a senior meeting on our own, things have been going well before those 2 incidents. There's something that you can't deny about this football team. So we accept these 2 recent things that occurred, but I know my coach will handle them in the corner.
Gabe, if they,
What do you guys miss when Carl Lawson's not on the field?
What do we miss? He's a freak athlete. He's a phenom. He's a guy that can really be 3 and done. Honestly, that whole freshman class last year brought some talent and some things that I really had to think growing up. I like to think of myself as athletic. Carl, Elijah, and mine are all guys that can play all 4 positions on the defensive line.
How's he handling that rehab since we kind of working hard to get back on the field this season?
The best part about Carl, or best thing you can do, injury you can't prepare for, but Carl's body was in excellent shape. He bragged about when I asked him, he's having, his leg was so strong, his leg muscle, his quad muscle was so strong, he's not losing anything. Carl is a hard worker, and I know he'll bounce back pretty quick.